We got us a corpse and cartridge occasion.
The conversation around the character Tifa being in Tekken 8, it never dies. At this point, Harada is either trolling all of you or this could maybe potentially happen. Once again, there's a tweet from Harada responding to someone who wants this character in the game. Noctis was cool. I understand people think the character is boring and yada yada yada. VDX did a lot of good work at the end of Tekken 7 to make Noctis better, but people still feel like the character is just not good. And I feel like I would much prefer if Tekken did something new and original, and if they just moved on from Final Fantasy, Street Fighter, and KOF. Backtracking and doing the same game over and over again, in my opinion, bad idea. Everyone has been bugging Harada for months, years almost, to improve the customization in Tekken. Harada said it's very difficult to do that. Some players feel like the customization is still pretty bare minimum. There's some posts on the Tekken subreddit and all these things, right? Everyone has their own opinion. I just think it's so interesting that there's a lot of people who are creating Tifa outfits, spend all this time complaining to Harada to make the customization something amazing just to put a white t-shirt and black shorts on your character. Tekken fans are something else. This is the customization you guys wanted, huh? So be it. The tweet from Harada. Before Tekken 8 release, it says Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Tekken 8 are in the same Bandai Namco booth, which is confusing for a moment. This is interesting part of publishing and distributing in gaming industry. Someone responded to Harada and said, all I'm gonna say is what everyone else here is saying. But I'm going to say it anyways, because Tifa Lockhart would be absolutely incredible if she made it into Tekken 8 this time, Harada-san. Harada, the troll that he is, he responds and says, we all know she is attractive and I understand that, but as of yet, we have not decided anything about guest characters, etc. This is a pretty big statement. The trolling the Tifa mains aside, he's basically saying here, Season 1, no guest characters. Season 2, maybe. I would also say no guest characters because I think they're definitely working on Season 2 already. Months ago, Mortal Kombat Season 2 leaked, so we would have to assume that Tekken is kind of keeping that same pace and is moving at that same speed. So this is a pretty big statement. No Tifa, no Regul or whoever he was talking about in the other tweet. It seems like they're really just focusing on bringing back legacy characters. That tweet that Harada put out saying now is not the time for guest characters, it seems like this is what he's sticking with. I know people who are mains of like Armor King, Anna will be celebrating, but there's a lot of people who like Tifa. Another response says, Tifa really doesn't need to be in the game, LOL. You nailed it on the head, Harada. People just want to see her in the game because she's attractive, almost nothing else. Would her style fit in the fighting game? Sure, but so would many other characters. And here's the thing, right? Before we read Harada's response to this, I do think the Tekken player base is just like, it's a lot of like monkey see, monkey do. When I'm live streaming and I ask just like a random person who shows up, what guest character would you want? They automatically say Tifa. Like, there's no way you have millions of players and everyone wants the same character. Like, I just feel like people are just saying it because other people are saying it and they're not really thinking about, oh, well, what if we get this or what if we get that? It's just like, I don't know. Me personally, I think there's so many other things that they can do that would be better, that would be new, that would not be from the same game that we had already and everyone hates. But it's like, I don't know. I just want them to do something new, something different. Harada says, I respect both sides. Opinions on both sides. Either way, your pet theory is surely unattractive. And that's the thing, right? An opinion like mine, an opinion like this person's here is not a popular opinion. Even Maximilian weighed in on the discussion and says, please, for the love of God, retweet and like this tweet. Honestly, reading it, I don't know if he's for or against it. I'm assuming he's for it because why would he be against Tifa? But at the same time, I guess you could take it, it's up for your interpretation. I just think, like, I honestly don't see Tifa being put into Tekken 8. The character's probably really, really expensive. And I don't know, and even if the character do show up, she's going to be incredibly busted. Everyone hated Akuma for how busted he is, and I mean, if you put Tifa, she's iconic, bro. Way more iconic than Akuma. And there's no way that character will ever dip down below A plus. And you're gonna have her dominate tournaments and tournaments and tournaments. So I don't know, bro. I would rather not. From a design standpoint, from a character standpoint, from a balancing standpoint, it's gonna be just ridiculous. Like, just put in some waifu customizations and all you guys can customize your characters and be happy. But as for a real character, I say no way, bro.